Good evening, it's Karen
and Tim
from Stamping on the Back Porch, back for another calm, quiet little evening of chatting over cards. So last week I shared cards that my downline had made that were autumn cards and told you to go vote over it on my website. So you did, so I'm going to show, there were 4 winners. So we had a tie for number 2, so I have to show all 4. And then I drew 2 names of people that commented, and they're going to get a little gift in the mail. So I will tell you who won those. But first, we'll look at the cards. Okay?
Okay.
Ready to put it down? Good to have you guys with us this evening. Okay, and we're going to do this again. Actually, next week I'm going to share all the holiday cards that my downline made. And they're
So what are you doing
there's
first?
Some beautiful ones too. I'm going to share the top 4. So coming in, place number 3, Andrew Meckler. I love this card. I mentioned that before. I just love the tone on tone here. It's just so pretty, and the coloring on the leaves. I think that is absolutely gorgeous.
It was made by a guy.
So great. And Andrew and Sarah are spouses, and they do this together. So sometimes cards come in with Andrew's name on and sometimes with Sarah. So how's that? So maybe they just do half the work each, Tim. Maybe that'd be a good idea for us to try.
Right. No.
Okay. I don't know if I can.
Maybe their kids make them.
No, I don't think so. That is stunning. That is beautiful. So it's really fun. And then number 2, we had a tie. So we're going to do both of them. And these are just gorgeous too. This is Wolfe. So now, Mecklers live in Illinois. Roz lives in Florida. We are from all over the country. Oh, Tim moves this for me, and then I just do this. Oh, Patricia, thanks. She said she enjoyed our podcast. We are back podcasting again every other week on Monday. Thank you. And I have a bunch of topics on the side. Did you know we can just hang out and talk about something?
You were right. I was wrong.
Oh, Tim, you're admitting that?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. I love the colors in this, and I also, I'd point out before how I just love how this is colored on white paper, but you see how she's taken I think it's Pool Party, and colored in so it's not a stark white in the background. It's like blue sky. It just kind of fills in that space. So it's just such a cool look to do with that. I just love this whole card. It's a wonderful thing.
And I would say possibly, I was going to say the flowers are upside down, but I don't think they are.
No, I don't think so. Tim was just looking. He wanted to see
stems. Those were stems. And
I thought you were going to look for trailing leaves coming off there. You can do something really romantic or something here.
No.
So, okay. Oh, Pamela's watching from Montgomery, right in the path of Hurricane Sally. Oh, my goodness, the weather all over. Oh, we think of all you out west dealing with the fires. And, yes, now you and the hurricane. I just...
Yes.
Yeah, these are beautiful works of art. You are right. I said these are just gorgeous. 7
pieces of bling plus that.
That's pretty cool. All the notices. And then tied with that for a second is Jennifer Hunstad, who is here in Minnesota. And she did such a cool, this is a Halloween card, but notice what she used. People loved what she used. This is one of the dies. And if you notice, she's done 3 and scored 2 of them in half and put them behind. So you get a card like that. Isn't that just an awesome idea? I think that is so fun.
But to tie it back up again.
Well, I was going to say that for you to do, Tim. No. And then number 1, also from here in Minnesota in the
Drum roll,
Northwoods.
please.
Drum roll. Okay, Tim, you go for it. Linda MacArthur. She's in the Northwoods, and this gorgeous card like this. Aren't these just stunning? This is a stand-up easel card, and I love how she did this. I've never done it this way. I've always just popped up something that holds it up, and this is just really cool. It's like a tab that goes like that and then holds it. So these are awesome. So next week we're going to do the same thing with winter cards, because I love having you guys get involved. And when you like someone's card, I put right on there, if they have a Facebook page, you can go see more of their work. Join their group, go interact with them. I love it. I love promoting my downline, so anything I can do. And meanwhile, from those of you who commented, I did draw 2 names. I just have to find, these 2 people are going to each get a gift from me in the mail. Elaine Lozano, I can't read my own writing. Lazaro or Lozano, I can't remember. And Rebecca Pitson. Or Pitzer. Tim comes home from the post office. That's why we like to have Holly make labels for us, because they can't read my writing. And I know your first names, and sometimes I know who you are, but last names might be...
Yeah, the postal workers are just
They just go, what is this supposed to be? So now Tim looks at things if I've written on them and asks me ahead of time. What does this say? Yes. What is this? Because I know I'm going to be asked. 2 other quick things before we move into tonight's cards. Remember, this month there's a great recruiting special, and you get these 2 extra stamp sets. So we had done a live where we just showed some cards. I'm just going to quickly show these again. Very quickly. I'm going to very quickly show these again because they're right up here, but I just want to point that out. The month is going to go so fast, and it is such an awesome deal. Okay, enough of that. Just have to throw in a little commercial,
moving on.
When I can, but moving on. So I decided tonight, since this was taking a little time to show this other, we're just going to focus on a couple of things I haven't done from the main catalog. We're going to take a little break from autumn and holiday cards, because we'll be back on that next week. But we're going to do this dandelion embossing folder. I don't know if you can see it, but so I have 3 cards that are all stunning with this, and I thought I just love what you can do with an embossing folder. Look how this is just done on the white. There's no color added, it's just white, and then there's accents behind here. This is Megan Hurst. But I thought, isn't that just pretty? And you might think of yellow and stuff for the flowers, but instead she's got that bumblebee color all around the outside, and this is all just left white.
That is
it's really pretty, isn't it?
It is, and it's kind of subtle because you may not pick it up on the camera as much. But
now this one is by Lisa Schmid. Let's put them side by side. Equally stunning, totally different look. And I thought, how fun. Look how she has added color. And so if you use a dauber and you do it in the middle, and the dark color will be there, and then you bring it out and get lighter and lighter. And notice how even on the side on the blue, she's repeated that pattern on the blue. Okay. We're going to work. You would think we would have this down, but we keep moving these around. But I think these are really, I still think.
When you get to
is that good there?
When you get to a certain age, you have to relearn things.
I know, on a weekly basis. But I just think those are really, really cool. And then I have one more. So this is so fun. And this one is from Sue Nurnberger. And I love... Look, this is her background. So we've got this on, I'm trying to think of what color that is, Cajun Craze. And then she's got the deck there. I think isn't that just an awesome masculine card? Okay, what am I doing wrong? They must go this way.
I don't know, but I think it's a goose.
Or goose. Well, what did I call it? Well, whatever it is. Yeah, I think it's a...
No, I think it's probably a duck.
I don't know. Whatever it is, it's a piece of nature and just a great idea for a masculine card. I just think the colors and all of that is just stunning. Okay, so here's my thing, Tim. I'll just leave my hand there. Okay.
Yes.
And then the other thing we're going to do, because I was looking for things that I haven't shown before. I love this whole boho indigo suite in here. Just these colors, all these blues, cool stamp set with these. So I thought we would do that. And first thing I just wanted to mention is this weekend is the All Good Cards Club. It's only $15 a month, and we spend like a little weekend retreat together. I just give you all the measurements. They'll be going up tomorrow. And we create together, but you use whatever you have. This one is on, let's see, fold and tuck cards. So we will be doing the arrow card if you've seen that one around, but see, they're all folded and tucked. I showed another one the other day, but we do different styles. And then the coolest thing is that you don't just see mine, you see a whole bunch of other people's. So that's where the ideas get really fun and creative, which is really awesome. Okay, so we're going to look at some of these cards. These are in the blues, and it makes me think of the blue willow dishes. And what is it, Delft? What is that word that's kind of for all this? And this is Sean Perez.
I think Delft sounds right.
And I love how she's just got that little flower peeking out of this long, tall vase. I think how fun is that? People are all congratulating Renee for something. Must be something your granddaughter did, but I missed that. I'll have to go look at it. But congrats are in order for her.
Push the boob button at the bottom.
Oh, what does that mean?
So you were back too far. You weren't seeing the most recent ones.
Oh, yes.
But
okay.
no.
Oh.
Do it the other way. No, the other way.
Oh, I'm gonna forget it. Okay, but it's okay. We do the best we can. Too low, can't see. Is this better? Okay, Tim, you'll just have to. We need help, you guys. This has been.
It takes care of itself. If yeah.
Can I just say that we have had the most frustrating week of technology. I was ready to quit, and you know what would get me to quit? It's nothing to do with stamping. It would be technology. We had to have our internet fixed, and then I was without a phone for over a week, and I did not know that, so I missed phone calls. We could call out. For 3 days, we had no phone. Then we could call out. They told us it was fixed. Didn't find out for 5 days the calls couldn't come in, so I didn't respond to calls. I couldn't pull up internet stuff. I missed a message. Anyway, and then our printer died. I mean, it's just one thing after another, and I just thought, so it's bound to be better. So now have you had time to study this card? Okay. But anyway, I love that card. So today's a much happier day. Okay, I love this one too. This is Amy Rich. Isn't that cool? I always think of these dies. I mostly put words on them. And look how cool that is with the vase and the fun flower up here. Sorry you're feeling blue. Oh, maybe it was meant for me personally this week because I was feeling pretty blue.
There we go, right there.
I'll choose this as my personal card, but I think that is just a gorgeous card. Move to your right. Okay, to the right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, that says now to the left, now to the right, up and down. But isn't that just gorgeous? I think that is really fun. Marilyn, yes, I should put tape on the table. The problem is then we also need tape to where the stand goes and to what angle the camera goes. So one thing leads to another, but we should try to figure that out. Okay, I'm going to do that right there. And never forget simple. This is Kathy Seal. Notice for one thing, love her ribbon to see how she's got the wider ribbon there and then the skinny ribbon just tying it. So this is just a flat little half knot and a little trim on the inside. How simple is that? Oh, see, I am just working this. This is
I'm just working.
Oh, and this one has lost its name. I don't know who did. Maybe it never had a name.
Maybe it's that envelope in the bottom.
No, it's not. That goes to something else. But I love here how she took these dyes and did them in the blues too. So it's all just in blues and then some hot pink right in there, which is very fun. So just another awesome card. I mean, every one of these is just stunning. It's like a set. You can go no wrong. You can do no wrong, and the paper just does the work. Leanne Graff, and look how pretty this is. And notice how she's stamped on the paper. The little flowers are punched out of some of this paper. And if you notice, all these papers are in shades of blue. And then she's got the vase there, and that's running across. I think that is beautiful. And I wanted to show this because it could almost get a little lost in here. It is for $70, you get all of the stuff. So you have all these ideas. But then what's really awesome, you can get the refill kits for just $23. So even if you don't care about the stamp set, you could also just do the refill kits if you just wanted the papers and all the little things that come with that. So I think that's pretty awesome. And then this one is another Sorry You're Feeling Blue from Missy Shipman. Look how pretty that is. And it opens like this. I love her little strip of embossed right down the side there. It just kind of gives that extra, and that just kind of goes with that embossed part right there.
Can you emboss part of a card, or is that added on? Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Just emboss the end.
Well, you can. She added it on, but you can emboss just part of a card.
Okay.
Yeah, you could do it either way. I have one more to show before Tim shows his favorite, and I'm going to just add one other little thing in here. This is Ebby Di Piazza, and this is a quilt type card. And look at how these go together so well. So I wanted to, this is calling all quilters. If you guys quilt or know anyone who does, this week starting on Thursday, I'm going to be starting a whole quilt series. I'm going to be doing in the Back Porch Stampers every day, other than when I do my regular lives. But I'm going to be sharing one of my personal quilts and then making a card inspired by that quilt. Because I love quilting. And so I think it'll be really fun to do that together. And I can't wait to share some of my stories. And of course, over in the Back Porch Stampers, we will be sharing our quilting stories, and I would love to see pictures of your quilts, and I will be putting up a bunch of questions about quilting. I think that will be really awesome, so I had to throw that out for a little advertisement to that.
Are you going to show the quilt that you made for me?
I sure am. I think I'll start that. My very first quilt I ever made was for Tim when we were dating. How about that?
How about that?
Okay, and Tim's going to show his. Oh, can I make one more announcement?
Yes.
Yeah, while I have your attention, just on my hands here. Tomorrow I was doing this free class. But some of you ordered kits for it, and we had an issue with the post office, things taking so long. I didn't know if people would actually get the card kits. I'm hearing from most of you that you did, so I could have left it, but I didn't want to do the class without you having it. So it's free to everyone. And the supply list is in the Back Porch Stamper, so you can get ready and stamp with me. You can use your own stamp sets of a wide variety. But it's not tomorrow. It's going to be a week from tomorrow. Just wanted to throw that out.
Okay.
And there still are like 3 kits left if anyone wants to buy them. I'll put a link on. Okay?
Next.
Yes. And now Tim's favorite card.
A Minnesota.
Well, I had more announcements tonight than usual.
I know. A Minnesota stamper by the name of Linda Olson.
Is that just gorgeous?
It is.
And notice how they're all stamped, and then this is run through the embossing folder, and then the vases are all put on top. I love how she did the ribbon. This is another great way to just make a ribbon that still stays pretty flat. And I love the blues, and then adding, crumb cake is kind of a neutral color. I think the colors, this all just looks really great.
It is.
Okay, well, and a bunch of you are quilting. See, so we're going to have a lot of stories to share. So I think that'll be fun. I'm really excited. We have this trunk that has 1814 on it that came over from Norway or Sweden, but our family, and we have it. And it's full of my quilt collection that I have just collected over the years. Mostly garage sales, some I've made. But I just love quilts, and there's nothing like snuggling up to quilts. And I love stories behind them. A lot of us have had grandmothers or moms or someone who has made a quilt for us, if we're lucky, and some of you guys quilt. And I love, personally, the contrast between quilting, which is slow, and paper crafting, which is fast. They both work with color and design and, pattern. I said there's just so many similarities. So I love quilt cards, so I've been wanting to do quilt cards for a while, but I decided to wait and then I do a quilt card series. So
I must say, I got to say something about that trunk. Mm-hmm. We have a trunk, and then we have a wooden plate that was hand painted by somebody famous. And I swore that both of them were Norwegians. When my Norwegian cousins were here, they said, no, that's Swedish. They both are Swedish. And I'm sorry.
And we're not sure what comes in because our family is always, so they come from Norway, so we're not sure how you get to the bottom of this story.
I thought you were part Swedish.
Amy, you've never had a quilt. Oh my goodness. So, see? And Brenda's making a baby quilt for her first grandbaby. I think, how fun. Renee has a quilt by her great aunt. So see, this is going to be fun. And I'm going to ask you guys to post pictures of, all that will be happening over in the Back Porch Stampers. And we're going to do a kickoff next Thursday. With my Facebook Live, I'll do some things and then we'll start talking about that. But I can't wait for that. So thanks, guys. We'll see a bunch of you this weekend for the All Good Cards Club. And a week from tomorrow is the free class. Remember, that is free. You can choose to buy a card kit if you want them all cut and ready, but you don't need to. I even put the supplies in. And I put in the 3 different stamp sets that I am going to make all the cards with. which means you can pick any stamp set that kind of has things about that size. So it's all good.
Let me do it phonetically.
Okay.
Victor 2.
It's like a memory test. I'm not sure.
What is it? Come on. I knew it a minute ago.
You don't want the clinic listening. Okay.
Golf Z Zulu Foxtrot Whiskey 6. Romeo. It's Romeo.
Okay. Good night, guys. Thank you. Appreciate you all.
I'll go turn it off.
Romeo, okay, Deb threw that in there, so she knew it.
Yes.
So that's just great. Oh, a bunch of you have never had a quilt. Well, you know what? You can at least have a quilt card. Thanks and good night.
Good night.